Greetings, friend. How are you doing today? I have a question for you. Do you enjoy riding on a roller coaster? Some people love to ride those roller coaster. You got like going up and down these big loops and thrown up and down and all over the place. Do you enjoy riding? Do you enjoy riding a roller coaster? Do you enjoy going on a roller coaster? Some people love it, and some people would not even come close to that. Now, in the interesting thing is, if we really think about it, life is a roller coaster. Now, for many of us, hopefully, it doesn't goes up and down as fast as the real the man-made roller coaster. But life is a roller coaster. So we go down and we go up and we go down and we go up. And sometimes it seems like we're spinning around in place, isn't it? And then we go up again and then we go down again. But life is a roller coaster. But unlike the roller coaster in the amusement park, life, if we want to live this life, it is not that we can choose to be in a roller coaster or not. It is life is a roller coaster. So we will be in a roller coaster. So the questions now, of course, is we're talking about joy this week. Yesterday, I proposed the questions of what can you do to bring more joy into your life, to bring even more joy into your life. And I shared yesterday the first step that for me to be able to have joy regardless, because true joy is continue being joyful regardless of what's going on outside, and that's realizing that it's inside an inside job, and that is something that and I invite you to join me. What can you do? What can you up level in such that you'll be able to have even more true inside joy? Now, one thing that knowing that life is like a roller coaster, how can we ride the roller coaster of life joyfully? Whether we're on the up or whether we're on the down, it's in either way. How can we ride that joyfully at all times? And one thing, if you ever pay close attention to this, it's fascinating to me. And when I come to realization of this at some point, if you look at people who ride the roller coaster and when they come out from the roller coaster afterward, almost everybody who has fun usually scream, right? You hear people like this scream, like if there is a big roller coaster. Usually everybody who have fun would scream. They were like, ah, and they would really, really scream. And some people who are horrified would also scream. But if you look at everybody that come out and their face kind of green and they look like they're some completely horrified, traumatized, and like ready to die, so to say, whether they're going to vomit or not, but they just like horrified, look like they're going to faint or something. A lot of these people actually they don't scream. If you pay really close attention, you're like, some people are like, and they kind of like actually tend to be to have a little bit more challenge or a lot more challenge enjoying the ride. And so guess what? One of the things that allow us to be joyful on consistent, continuous basis is to scream on top of your lung. Okay, that's a little bit of a joke, but also not a joke. It is good for us to scream from time to time. If we really feel that we need to scream, I shared this in a few weeks back about the benefit of screaming. There's actually an actual benefit of screaming, and by physiologic, not just psychological benefit of screaming. But aside from that, it's also the implication is in life to me is to speak up, and not just to hold it all in. Because when we hold everything in, when we just start learn to hold it all in, and just kind of like something happened, we just like hold it in, and we don't like something, we hold it in. And I used to be one of these persons, so I know very well, and I know very quite many people who is this way. So we hold it all in and hold it all in, it's just all stuffing in and stuffing in and stuffing in, and it's just no fun, and it's not good. And sometimes if we never tell people that we dislike something, people are just going to keep going, because they thought that you are fine. And this is honest to goodness. It happened many times. I didn't used to express my feelings, my expressions, until I start to mention, in a kind and polite way, how this is really doesn't work for me. And people's like, oh, okay, we didn't even know that this bothers you. And so on and so forth. And so if we hold it all in, it's just all going to turn into inward against us, actually, not against anybody else at the end of the day. And so to be able to express, so just like people who are on the roller coaster, even if you don't like it, or if you enjoy it, you want to scream and celebrate. If something wonderful in your life, you want to express it and celebrate it, and express your gratitude and openly. And then if it is something that we don't like, let's not be a doormat. Why should we be a doormat? Nobody need or deserve to be a doormat. So let's not hold it all in, and express it. Express our appreciations, express our love, express our gratitude, express our celebration, express our fun and thrill, and at the same time also express things that we don't like, express things that really bothers us, express things that concern us. The other thing is, if we keep holding it all in, at some point there is a limit. It's like keep pushing something down and something down, and then eventually we explode it, and we don't want that. And if we don't explode out, then it will turn in and actually make us sick, or make us uncomfortable, make us depressed, make us anxious, and all these things. So one thing that is really helpful in being able to have a continuously joyful life is actually to express, to scream it out, to truly scream when you need to, but not holding it in. Just like when people who ride roller coaster, the one that usually come out from the roller coaster all green and look like they're going to faint, are the one that just like, trying to tough it up or something. Even if you don't like the roller coaster, if you scream, how do I know this? I used to be very fearful, right? I used to be more than fearful. I was like the total big chicken, and it's a lot of those. I would holding things in, but something happened, I would just hold in and didn't want to say anything. But when I would actually express it, if something scared me or something, I would just join everybody and scream. Then it will be less miserable. Would have been a whole lot less miserable. And so let's just express. And yes, you must know yourself. That's very true. You know yourself, and you know what's right, what feels good for you, what's not feels good for you. And when it doesn't go with your heart, when it doesn't go, this is just again something. Let's say somebody asks you to do something, and it's just again something that you believe in your core values or whatever it is. Just express it. We don't need to hold it all in. We don't need to be a doormat. We don't need to stuff it all in. It will turn either we explode, or it will actually turns against us. And like those people who come out from the roller coaster looking like they're going to faint, the same thing. It will make us faint in life, which is not a good thing. And so that is one thing that I just invite you, if you'd like to just entertain, to just think as you go to sleep tonight, or if this is during the day. Is there something that you've been holding in? Is there something you've been holding in? And it could be toward anything. It could be toward me too. Please tell me if it is. Or it could be toward your your loved ones. It could be toward your friends. It could be at workplace. Now, we don't want to be berating people, but we can express our thoughts and our feelings in a kind, respectful way, and not holding it all in, and just and then just make the whatever ride it is that we are, even if we are having a beautiful ride, it make it a little less pleasant if we just holding it in. It's more pleasant to share the fun and the joy. And so just check if you like to, and this is, with kind blends, without any judgment. If there is something that you are holding things that you feel it can benefit you, and we know that whatever it is that can benefit us, a lot of time we say, well, what about if it's benefit me but not other people? This is a connected universe. The universe, everything, energy is everywhere, and it's the same energy. It just mutates into one and another thing. So anything that truly benefit you, in all honesty, will in a way benefit others, perhaps even at the way that we cannot see right now, but it will also be beneficial because everything's connected in this universe. So share in the comment below if there is something that you've been holding in, and you might share specific, but you might not need to want to share specific. If there's something you've been holding in that you just like, I'm going to stop holding this in and I'm going to let it go. So it will not be weighing me down anymore, and it's not going to go turn against myself. And I'm going to express this. I'll share your feedback in the comment below as well if you'd like to. And please feel welcome to share this video with anyone you'd love to. And thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for joining me, Reina. And I love you all very, very much. I appreciate you all very, very much. And I hope you have a wonderful evening and a wonderful day and week. And tomorrow, I'm going to share with you some of the reasons. One of the thing that also can interfere with our joy is sometimes we just have like a lot of irritation and a lot of anger. And I'm going to share tomorrow, actually with an expert guest. I have an expert guest coming in tomorrow that is going to share on how to navigate these irritations that we might have in our life that will on a lot of time only robs us from our being able to have true joy. And this is Bridget with From Grieving to Joyful Living. Thank you for joining me, and I look forward to see you again very, very soon. Hi, Apanel. Such a lovely thing to see you here. Thank you for joining me. And so I will see you again very, very soon. We'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you very, very much. And have a great night. Have a great day. Have a great week. And this is Bridget. See you soon.